Oh my gosh, you're not going to believe what I just did. I just spilled coffee on my white comforter. Forgive me as I douse it in spray and wash. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anybody that don't know me personally, I'm a little bit of a klutz. Sorry about that, guys. I just spilt my latte on my white comforter. Okay. So let's, I'll just have to wash that later. So, today, good morning, guys. Good morning. It is day 5. It's the final day of the Raise Your Vibration Challenge. I'm so happy for you guys that are here. I'm so happy for all of you that have participated, and every single day this week. It has been a journey, whether you're watching the replays later and doing all the homeworks after that, because I know some of you that are, or that are following along with me. It's just so incredibly exciting. And today, I kind of like to round this challenge off with a little less like intensity, like yesterday and the day before. Good morning, Angie. I'm so happy to have you on here. Sorry I'm late. You missed my dilemma of spilling coffee on my white comforter. But I want to round this challenge off last day here with something a little more subtle, something a little more that grounds you back in yourself and your own energy, something that allows this whole challenge, the whole elevation of your vibration to mean something more than just for you. And because when your like mission, your message, whatever it is, becomes bigger than yourself, the purpose of it it elevates further. You know, it becomes something bigger. And when it becomes something bigger, it just wants to flourish and manifest even more because it's meant for more than just you. It's meant for the whole world, or it's meant for this certain amount of people. So we're going to be talking about sending your love and your light today. As I've been saying throughout this whole series, what is inside of this series is all the things that have built the spiritual practice journey for me, all the things that have set the foundations and really stayed solid. And sending love and light is one of those. And this is something that I usually do at the end of like my meditations, after my gratefulness practices, affirmations, all of that. I'll put my hand on my heart and I will send love and light out to people that I think that need it. Especially right now with COVID, you might think of a lot of people that do. And this can take literally like 10, 15 seconds. You could do it in your car. It really doesn't, it can be in a lot of varying ways. But people feel that energy. You impact those people. There has been so many studies done, and I'm going to tell you one that intrigues me the most, that when you think about someone or when you put energy towards someone, they receive it in some sort of way. So this example was like, there was like 20 Buddhists or something like that were put into a community. And nobody knew that they were Buddhist. Nobody knew what they were doing. They just like, it was a top secret thing. And they would meditate every single night, and they would basically meditate on raising the vibration of the community, about raising the happiness of the community, send love and light out to people in the community. I don't remember how much time it took, but literally after the end of it, all it did, it raised the vibration. Everyone was like so much more happier at the end of this trial. You can look up all the details about this, but there was an actual like end result that came from these Buddhists meditating in this community for like however so months. It impacted all the people around them. Because you've probably heard of this thing called the aura, right? It's like the energy that we hold around us, right? It's I would like to say energetic set point too. A little bit about your personality, a little bit about where your vibration is at a consistent level. This is not, it's seen by some people, but it's impacted by so many. Because this governs really the way that you behave and the energy that you give to a person in a room. Like, have you ever, and I've totally been here, walk into a room and you have no idea what just happened, but you can just feel something. Something happened. Something's messed up with the energy in the room. It doesn't feel good. You feel really weird and awkward and you kind of just want to step out. You can feel the energy of people. It impacts the whole room. And the more that you put that energy out there, the more it expands. And then it can affect other people as well and affect a bigger space. Is that a chicken? I got a chicken in my yard. I don't have chickens. My neighbor has chickens, but they live way over there. Oh my gosh. I don't want my dog to get that chicken. So let me go close the door because they're not outside right now, but sorry. Sorry, I've been a little hectic today. Yeah, it's right there. The chickens are right there. If my dog would have heard that, it would have gone nuts because one of them's actually a bird dog, a German short hair. That would have been a goner. And my... Anyways, I was about to say, I think I hear a chicken. I know, I was like... Oh my god, it's a good thing I closed the door. Yeah, I don't have chickens. I'd like to get chickens at some point though. But the thing is like it impacts, the more that you radiate that, the more that you step into that energy, the more it impacts the energy around you, and it expands to your room, to the people in your room, to your house, to your community, and further and further and further and further, right? That's the idea behind this. Your one energy level gives an impact to everybody else's. And so simply you just being in your highest energy, being in that energy of love and light in yourself, that can impact the lives of other people too. That can impact the energy levels of everyone, you stepping into that. Because how do you behave when you're in that level? As opposed to like in a low level and in a bad mood, right? So much different. Another way that you can actually do this is just doing simple like things for people. Complimenting somebody, you know, saying hi, smiling at somebody, making someone's day in some sort of way, being nice to people. It's not incredibly common anymore to just to just compliment somebody for no reason. I compliment people like when I like the tiniest little things, random people in the street. If I like their sweater, I'll be like, I'll tell them, you know, if I think they're just a super gorgeous human, I'll stop them and be like, you are gorgeous. People need this. And you have no idea where you're hitting them throughout the day, and you could be impacting them in like a way bigger way than you even know. Sending your love and your light out to people is really like this karmic thing. It's this situation where you get what you receive. I mean, you get what you, you know, what you get. You get what you get. So you will, I want to say most of the time, because if you're sending love and light out to people because you're like, I really need, you know, some love and light myself. I really need like an elevated vibration. I really need manifestations quick. And then you like send love and light out to people in a way of desperation, and it doesn't really come from the heart. Then that might be an exception. That's kind of ruining the purpose, right? But most of the times when we're doing this from a place of just heart-centered awareness, we're doing it from a place of our soul that we truly mean, we will receive positive energy as well. We receive love and light manifestations as well. Because when our message becomes bigger than ourselves, when our mission becomes bigger than ourselves, this is what being a light worker means, really, is to have that mission of raising the vibration of the whole planet, the whole world. And it's with baby steps, it's one by one. It's paying attention to how it is that you act and respond and, care for others, and the thoughts that go on in your mind about others. All of that impacts people. And when you are in tune with that, you could be sending out negative vibes to so many people. My cat's freaked out too. I hope that this is kind of making sense to all of you guys. This is something that I attributed to my practice maybe about 6 years ago, and I will admit that I fall in and out of it, but it feels so good and so grounding when I do it. And it can be so simple. Like, something that I will say is like, I send love and light out, say, to my friends and family, that are dealing with stresses within this time of this disease. I hope that they be at ease and they give themselves some self-love, and they give themselves some time to restore and some time to de-stress, unwind, and I send them love and light. Like, that's it. That can be it. You don't need to be like, I send love and light to the dolphins because of this and this and this, and I send love and light to the homeless people and to the starving. And you can do that, but I don't want you to feel obligated like there's someone that deserves your love and light more than your friends and family or something like that. If you want to switch it up and you want to send it to a different area that really just impacts your heart space, that really just feels right to you, then definitely do that. But don't do anything out of obligation either. Okay, maybe I can drink this coffee now without spilling it. I filled it way too much. Okay, good. I'm glad it makes sense. Because when we're on this manifestation journey, this is why I wanted to include this in the challenge. This is why, like I said, I recently switched from, being a manifestation coach to being a spiritual coach and a Dharma coach. Because the mission is much bigger than us. And I think that a lot of where the manifestation realm lies right now is it's like turning from the spiritual thing into like the strategy and know-how and becoming your next level boss bitch and all of these things, and losing track of actually where karma lies at. Losing track as to how you really treat other people. And if you're just focusing on yourself and your thoughts and your vibration and your way that you're behaving and all these things, and I see all of these quotes saying you're minding your business and working on yourself, or I am choosing not to communicate with this and I'm just gonna be down with my bad self, all of that kind of stuff. Hi, Rosie. And because of this, we lose that understanding that it's bigger than us, of raising the vibration of everyone, and that you can do that and have it come back to you tenfold, rather than being so focused on your own development, your own manifestations and your journey, because you don't have to do it alone. You can bring people in for the ride. It's so exciting to see, I had someone in my family the other day so impacted by my messaging, and it felt so good to impact the lives of other people. All of you guys that listen and that do the homework and that have so much to say, I am this is because the mission is bigger than me. This is because it's not about the clients. It's not about the money. It's not about the following or the likes or whatever all of that might be that we tend to get stuck in. It's bigger than that. It's sharing this grand message with the world, sharing this energy with the world, and allowing them to raise up with you to change and elevate the vibration of the whole planet. And this always sounds so grandiose and so intimidating, but it's because of that simple reason that a lot of people never try. And this is something that I say inside of, the course that you're going to be joining with me, Angie. The same thing goes for business, right? We think it's so intimidating when we first dive in that we often never try and we never know. But when the message becomes so much bigger than ourselves, when the purpose, when the gift, when the service becomes bigger than ourselves, the universe forms this path for us to just shoot up as fast as possible when we are doing it for more than just us. When we have a path that's not going to affect just us, but like thousands of other people, it wants us to excel more so that we're able to do so. So today's going to be a little bit shorter of a day. It is the closing day. If you guys have any questions, this is the place to do it. I wanted to close out with that message because I think it's very important. Because once you elevate your vibration, once you attribute all the things that we have been talking about these last couple of days, taking that to the next step, stepping out of your mind and allowing it to mean more than just what you desire, allowing it to mean more than that. And like allowing it, like if you're in a business, for example, like what is your bigger message? Step out and realize that it's about them. It's about people that you're impacting. It's about people that you are raising up with you and empowering and speaking to the most grandest, the most elevated, confident, successful version of them. One person by one person by one person. So I hope that you guys practice this today. I hope that it's not just, you can do it in the morning. Like I was saying before, I put my hands on my heart. I send love and light out to people that I think need it or that feel called to need it. And that chicken is eating my bird food. And it's scaring all the birds away. Oh my God. I'm going to allow you to see this for a minute. Can I change the screen? Oh my God. That's hilarious. I had to show you. But practicing this throughout your entire day, it might feel weird at first to like say a compliment to somebody that previously irritated you, or smile or laugh, or just, spread that positive light. Not just ignore somebody when they talk to you, like, or impact somebody at the grocery store, somebody that, is just looking like they're having a bad day, and just ask them how they're doing and genuinely mean it, and have a little conversation with them that takes them out of like this zone of automatic consciousness, and impact like that one person, and then that other person, and then like the person that annoys you at work, and then the person that's stressed out, like driving in the traffic, freaking out. Just be kind to them. Don't let their energy impact you, but rather, impact their energy. One person at a time. You'll find that as awkward and weird as it sounds at first, it'll begin to form itself, just like this, all this other stuff. It'll begin to form itself as a habit. And so I hope that you practice that today. I hope that that's the homework actually, is that you practice this today. Although it's the last day, so I'll just be checking in with you guys inside of this group to see how it works for you. And I hope you continue to do so. I needed this reminder too, we all do at some point, to tune back in and to, really interact with people, really give them our attention, really give them our energy and our love, and being mindful of where that's coming from, because that's what's coming back at you. And you might not realize that when somebody's like, oh, hi, like these automatic conversations of like, oh, hi, how are you doing? Oh, I'm doing good. How are you? I'm good. And then like, that's it. There's so many conversations like this in the world. Stop and interact and impact somebody with your energy. Share your message. Share like just a piece of your love and your light with people, and then watch it manifest more into your life. When you focus on love and light, sharing love and light, when you focus on being kinder, when you focus on, other people, all the things within yourself expanding too. Like think about Oprah. Like all she does is focus on other people all the time and their issues and their problems and how to elevate their mission, and like that's all she does. And look at how massively successful she is. a lot of people that step into this as a nurturer, this is another way to like attribute manifestation, and that's why it's included and it's overlooked too often. So practice this today. Please let me know how it works out for you, how it makes you feel. Like I said, it might feel awkward at first, but it'll become a habit just like all the rest of the things once you allow it to. So guys, I hope you have an amazing Friday. It is the weekend. Thanks, Andy. I hope that you attribute all of these things that we've talked about within these last 5 days throughout the weekend. And I always just say something shorter so that you can try, you know. But I hope that you do it throughout your entire life. I hope that you take what we have learned here, like I said in the beginning, taking it in with childlike curiosity, just to see, just to play a game with the universe and see what kind of outcome you get from trying all of these things. And I can't wait to see your wins. Share all of your wins inside of the group. I would be more than happy to see them. I think everyone else would as well, because the more that we see people just like empowering others and raising up and manifesting all this crazy stuff, and the more people are like, okay, well, this must work, you know, more people step into it when you actually rise up and talk about the things that you have succeeded in, that you have manifested, and how you did it. It proves to other people that, you know, it does work. And it's not just, you know, these other people over here that get to do it. It's anybody. Okay. So I hope you use all these techniques and able to raise that for you. I gave a lot of different ones. All of them are important. Start with the ones, you know, that we kind of began with here. Stick with the ones that work best for you, because I don't want you to think that manifestation is about strategy. Okay, this is why day 5, this day, is so important. It's also just about you being happy. It's about you sharing a bigger message, spreading love out to everybody. And just being grateful, gratitude, presence, all of the simpler things we need to ground into, because when we step outside of just strategy, like I said, it becomes bigger and it becomes less in our heads and thinking, I gotta do this and this and this and this and this and this and this. And it just falls into a habitual state of just being happy and just being loving to others and present inside of your moment. I would say that is, like, in 3 words, key to manifesting. We all know how to do it. We all secretly know in our heads. And now it's about time that we show the world and we show ourselves that we can. Just stepping into it and choosing to bet on ourselves, bet on our success, and to not let, like, stepping down, failing, because failing is learning, so I'm going to put that in quotes, be any sort of option for us. We get to make that choice. We do. And it means throwing the other person behind that was negative, throwing the other person behind that didn't bet on themselves, or that didn't invest in themselves, or that didn't make big scary decisions, or that didn't, like, get uncomfortable and just freaking be nice to somebody in the grocery store, or, like, go on a live that maybe you were nervous to do beforehand. Like, get into that energy. Choose to be that person, because it's a decision. And that's the last message that I will leave all of you guys with. And I keep saying I'm done, and then I'm not done. Have an amazing weekend. I hope to see some wins from you inside of the group or on Instagram, wherever works for you. I am there. You can always tag me and be like, oh my God, look, I learned this and this is what happened, because I love seeing all of it. So yeah, I will be talking to you guys soon. I have loved doing these lives so much that I'm going to come up with more and more to do, just to interact with you guys here inside of the group. More masterclasses, more beautiful, empowering, super new stuff to come really soon. Angie knows what I'm talking about. So you'll be seeing some free masterclasses leading up to that inside of this group. So stay tuned, and I hope to have you inside of those containers. And yeah, have a good weekend, guys. Of course, Rosalinda, thank you.